Alright, more Avengers game trailers. We haven't seen this game in a while. Let's see what's up. I was never really that interested in this game. It looked okay, but I am very interested in checking it out.
I felt if I could instill rules, the proper boundaries, I could harness the raw power of that beast.
Miss Marvel beating up some bullies. Very on brand. Yeah, the graphics have always looked really pretty for this game. And like me, I'm still on the fence on the facial designs of the characters.
Inhumans are sick. Unlimited power, that's dangerous. It's lethal. You are lucky to be alive.
It's an anti-inhuman storyline.
Come on, Kamala. Let AIM help you.
I'll take my chances.
The fuck is that supposed to be?
What if the Avengers were set up? I think you should see for yourself.
Yeah, they retired and became sad. I actually don't like that aspect of the story very much.
Hey, I'm sorry, who are you?
Doesn't seem to be very
This better be good.
on brand for the characters.
And then he tried to jack the Chimera.
Son of a...
Have you all completely lost your senses?
What? Where were you while the
Nah, he's repeating the joke from the first Thor where he has that name tag for Dr. Blake.
See, it's always been your problem. Running from who you are, what you are. I am warning you.
This is exactly what Tarleton wants.
A lot of it is just stuff we've already seen before, just repackaged. In terms of like what the Avengers are doing and their interactions and the way they're acting. That's a cool looking abomination. Now the reason I am oh, nice costume for Ms. Marvel. I like the armor. Now the reason I am most interested in this game is, oh, it's MODOK. Interesting.
This just got a whole lot weirder.
What is Black Widow wearing? It's a
Just gas-filled.
I got it right. It was MODOK.
You unleash diseased, powerful beings that wreak havoc throughout our nation. So I ask you again, Dr. Banner, do the Avengers pose a danger to society?
Yes.
Nice slideshow.
I can promise you this. I will use this second chance to make you safe.
So see, it's like, again, it's like stuff we've seen before, just repackaged. Those guys really remind me of like the Ultron drones and stuff. Is that exactly what they are? Are they Ultron drones?
Advanced Idea Mechanics, or AIM,
George Tarleton.
dreamt of a world made better through science.
Who's that?
But even as AIM promises a cure to end the inhuman infection, and the revolutionary Adaptoid project
The
offers a
Inhuman.
world
Oh,
protected by
Super
science,
Adaptoid. I'm a big fan
Tarleton,
of Super
a victim of
Adaptoid.
8A himself, uses AIM's technological might and the public's fear of Inhumans to convince the world that the superpowered are uncontrollable.
Is
and
George
cannot be
Tarleton
trusted.
MODOK?
His
Is he
deranged
transforming to
obsession
MODOK?
drives him to become MODOK,
Okay,
a mental
yeah.
organism designed only for killing.
Yeah, nice name
When
you picked
choosing
for
a
yourself,
villain,
huh?
We knew we needed someone who had the muscle and mental capacity to become an Avengers-level threat.
Classic
We also
comic
wanted
book.
a new face for
Really
modern
nice
Avengers fans.
Kirby arts.
David
David Finch. David
What
Finch
comic
with
fans
his
know MODOK is
appropriately
AIM's
scary
favorite villain.
drawings.
His origin in Marvel lore dates back more than 50 years to October of 1967 in Tales of Suspense. Now, with AIM's drive to manipulate public fear and his ability to control machines with his mind, Tarleton and AIM are the most sophisticated threat the Avengers have ever faced. But a teenage
I like the
fangirl
mechanical
named
designs.
Kamala Khan doesn't trust AIM. In fact, she's convinced that AIM is experimenting on her fellow Inhumans under the guise of finding a cure. And she believes George Tarleton was behind the plot.
The
to
X-Men have never
discredit
had
the
that
Avengers,
story
and
before.
she has proof. As you pick up the trail of the long-disbanded Avengers, you'll advance the story of the single.
Hey, awesome looking world map. Now that's something to get genuinely excited for. Now, first of all, how excited am I for this game? Like, a scale of 1 to 10, I'd say about a 5 or a 6. Probably a 6. I was never impressed with this game the first time I saw it in the first few trailers, but then the more and more I saw of it, the more interested I got, particularly when I saw actual gameplay. So, okay, fine. It's got nice graphics and so on, but just nice graphics isn't necessarily something that'll, like, get me to immediately play a game, you know? It's nice, but it's not a huge determinant for me. The game certainly does look pretty. Again, I'm on the fence about the facial designs. It's gonna take me a long while to, like, get used to them. It's an odd thing because, like, Peter Parker in the Sony Spider-Man game, I never and like Mary Jane and all of these other characters in that game, I never had that weirdness, you know? When I saw them, I was like, yep, that I can buy that that's Peter, MJ, and all of these other characters. But then for this one, it's like, it's... In the Spider-Man game, they were going something with, like, halfway between the original comic book arts and something of a wholly original, realistic design that they were going for, right? And in the end, it was pretty original. It was a new take on the characters, but familiar enough for us to see that, yes, this is Peter, MJ, and so on. In this one, they're trying to copy the actors' faces too much. Especially Mark Ruffalo. It's like 5% removed from Mark. And then, you know, you sort of see that they're going for Robert Downey and Scarlett, but not really. So they have to, like... So it's like that. So instead of, like, basing the designs in the original comic art and then trying to put their new spin on it, they're basing the designs on existing popular actors' faces, then putting their spin on it, and that's why it seems weird. And that's why when I see Kamala, I don't see that. I don't get that weirdness, because, like, since she doesn't have an actress yet for the MCU, they're basing her design off of the comic book arts, then turning it into something realistic in their own, you know? So it doesn't look weird. Another thing is, I'm also 50-50 on their outfits. I think Kamala's outfit, Kamala's armor is pretty cool looking. But, like, Black Widow, I'm not sure. Like, I think the new Iron Man armor is cool. And of course, like, Hulk is wearing, like, nothing. So I can't really comment on that. He's, like, wearing the same thing. So, like, Ms. Marvel and Iron Man's armors all seem cool. Both seem cool. But, like, Thor and Black Widow, I'm kind of 50-50 on them. They're okay. They're not terrible. But they're not amazing, in my opinion. I think choosing AIM as the main bad guy is cool. I totally think that they were super underutilized in, like, Iron Man 3. Because, like, AIM has been a long-standing Avengers, like, bad guy organization. And for them to have just Iron Man 3 is sort of a waste. So I like that they're using more of this bad guy organization this time around. The previous trailer showed us Taskmaster, right? And this one reveals MODOK and maybe hints of Ultron drones and maybe Ultron in the future. Not that I'm that excited for Ultron, because as opposed to AIM not being that utilized in MCU and the other games and media and so on, Ultron, because of Avengers Age of Ultron, was utilized hell of a lot, you know? So I got my fill of Ultron and then some. I'm alright if they use Ultron in this once again, but I like that they're focusing on some of the lesser known ones. Taskmaster and MODOK being some of them. Of course, like, when Black Widow eventually shows, we'll see a lot of Taskmaster. I remember we also saw Abomination. So, you know, again, it's like an established Hulk villain that we've seen way too many times. I like the design that I just saw a super short glimpse of. Again, I would have rather they maybe highlighted another major Hulk baddie that we don't see a lot of. But that's fine. Again, in terms of, like, story and overall design, this game still isn't hooking me too much, but it does look fun enough that I most likely will check it out when it releases in September. This has been Asian Action Actor. If you like this video, please click like down below and subscribe to see more of my awesome content. Now we'll see you next time.